Hey everyone, welcome to season 6, episode 7 of the Film Bros Ship Podcast. I am Tim. With me is my co-host Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
Sue, it ain't natural to be in a place without a disco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So we watched The Hills Have Eyes, Part 2.
Two.
Tim, you have never seen a Hills Have Eyes movie.
Ever.
And so,
Yeah.
welcome to the franchise.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Welcome to the party, right? I had no idea. I knew it was a Wes Craven movie. I didn't realize how early in the career it was for him.
The first one, you mean?
Yeah, like I didn't realize this is like all Nightmare kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Very much right
Uh
up to.
yeah. So it was interesting, right? And I'm actually really happy it worked out that we did it this way, that I was able to watch the first one before I got to this current one. I think it helped, honestly.
Did
Uh
it?
I did. Maybe it helped ding it because I'm like, there's a little too much clip show going on here in the
Mm,
second one. That's for sure.
yeah.
Um, but I no, I find it interesting to clearly see this guy's craft get better. Um, I think visually he takes a few more interesting choices
Oh, you
in the
could see
second
he's
one.
definitely learned some things since the first movie, that's for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
exactly.
Got a little bit more money for equipment and stuff.
That's kind of what I appreciate, or just like some of the shots, right? Like
Oh, yeah. The opening shot alone.
the opening shot in the therapy session is
Yeah, I
like
clocked that
in that
too.
scene. I'm like, whoa, okay,
Yeah.
this guy has figured some things out since the last movie, you know. So that's kind of what I meant. Like it's just like it was just interesting to see just like filmography kind of career, just kind of like this guy is, he's good obviously, and he's getting better.
Okay. Did you
So
ever see Last House on the Left either?
no, I know that's another one that got remade. That's his
Yep.
like first one, right? That's
Very first, yeah.
yeah, which is crazy. No, I know. I gotta. That's got to be on the list too for me at one point. So I don't even have the. I gotta. I guess to the DB, right?
Yeah.
Since this is my pick, a group of bikers heading to a race become stranded in the desert and find themselves fighting off a family of inbred cannibals who live off the land. Well, family is a bit strong.
They are related.
They are, but like, you know, I don't know. It's a bit more family in the first one.
Well, what'd you think of the first movie? Since that was the first time you watched that.
Um, I liked it. I did like it.
Did you?
I
Okay.
did. Yeah. I mean, it's not. I don't know if it's gonna be something I'm gonna be like revisiting and talking to my grandkids about by
Okay.
by any means, right? But like, um,
I'd love to hear that conversation.
yeah, no, but there was some stuff in it
Grandchildren,
that
let
I
me
was
tell you about
like,
the hills
yeah,
have eyes.
yeah. There's some stuff in there that I thought was enjoyable. Obviously, I think the dog love in both movies is definitely very strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though one does not make it in the
Poor
original.
beauty. Poor beauty.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, no, like you kind of I kind of like Wes Craven will have no problems being a bit cruel or vicious to some characters that I can always be kind of appreciative. Like the dad in the first one,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh man, that's not that he was a great like you feel bad because he's such a good guy, but at the same time you're watching like, man, he really they went to town on that dude. Um, the way the mom goes is pretty, like and then using the mom, for the trap. I would have thought the sister, the mother of the baby too, would have lasted longer. And the way she goes, you're like, oh, I really don't know who's
Only
gonna be the
recognizable
last.
actress in that movie.
I know. So I
Poor
was
Dee
really
Wallace.
surprised by the movie because I really didn't. I was like, I don't know who's making it out of this movie. And annoyingly, the sister is one of the ones that makes it out, and she
She went through a lot.
she did. No, it's very traumatic, obviously, for all of them. But like, man,
Yeah.
I was like, man, she's like, stop screaming. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. And then of course they play that in the clips
Yeah,
in
I
the
know.
in the second. I
Yeah.
was like, oh no, we got to do this one again.
Well, if you ever get a chance, I definitely recommend checking out the remake. It's very good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I heard because didn't they come out with a second one too of the
They
remake
did. I
too?
never saw the sequel.
Yeah.
But the first one, the first remake, was directed by Alexander Aja, who directed High Tension, which is a movie I think is awesome. Um, Piranha 3D,
Hmm.
and most recently Crawl, which
Okay.
everyone loved a little bit more than me. But the guy's got the goods, and like his Hills Have Eyes is meaner.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
it's
that
it's
says something.
it's all basically it follows this exact same story, but it's just like we're just gonna take everything up just a little notch more
Yeah.
visceral, more yeah, more graphic. Just like like for instance when
Yeah.
Ted Levine plays the dad in the remake and
Yeah.
dies the exact same way, but like when they light him up, they light him up.
They show it like skin melty
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
Oh,
oh
okay.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you hear him screaming for quite a while. It's like oh Jesus,
Yeah. Ugh.
yeah,
So
it's a good
yeah,
movie.
I do appreciate its meanness. But yeah, so I think it helped
So
watching the sequel. I think
so
so.
what did you think of part two then overall?
Um, not as good, for
Wes
sure.
Craven would agree.
I think there's some again like I think filmmaking wise there's definitely some upgrades. Like he's like I got some new tools that I want to use. I'm like okay cool. But then there's certain times in this movie where like that's a weird choice. Why did we go that route? And then like do you also notice like the music is just like yeah we're just gonna try to homage or something Friday the 13th as much as possible. Like there's
Oh,
almost
it's not
like
an
a
homage. It's literally just Henry Manfredi's score from Friday the 13th Part
is it
2.
the exact same? Because it's like, oh
Yeah,
my
no.
gosh, this is crazy. Why is this like
It's his score from Part 2.
nobody got sued?
Friday
Like I
2.
don't get it.
No, they got rid of him. He got paid.
Yeah,
He
okay.
just reused it.
I'm just gonna reuse this. It's fine. I got other
Yep.
things to do.
So, following the failure of Swamp Thing, Wes Craven needed money and reluctantly took on the job of directing the sequel to The Hills Have Eyes.
Okay.
And two-thirds of the way through the movie, filming the movie, they shut down production, the studio, because of budget concerns.
Hmm.
So Wes, already frustrated, didn't really want to do it to begin with, just shrugged it off and went on to go and direct another movie called The Nightmare on Elm Street.
Huh.
That movie hit it big, and the studio came up to Wes and said, "Hey, how about finishing this movie?" He's like, "Okay, sure, but we're not going to give you any more money. We just want you to finish it with what you got." So it was like, which is why they had to edit in all these flashbacks from the first movie just to pad out the runtime because they never finished filming it.
Yeah. Okay. Because yeah, after a while you're like, it's like the end of a TV show, and here's the clip reel episode. Where
Yeah,
we're
and Wes disowns the movie. He's like, it's not what I want set out to do. Michael Berryman, the guy who plays Pluto, said, yeah, it's not very good. Um,
yeah,
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 but and then when they released this movie, it got released in a very tiny theatrical release. They were just hoping to score some money off of Wes Craven's name off of After Nightmare on Elm Street.
right.
But they only released it in a few theaters, and then it went directly to home video after that.
Huh.
And
Okay.
Wes Craven, by the time all that happened, Craven was already like making during production on Deadly Friend, which is a
Hmm.
movie you also haven't seen.
Yeah.
Young Christy Swanson as a killer
Ooh.
robot.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's a movie.
That sounds trippy.
Oh, it's something, man.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Mm.
Well, I guess Hero, right? Is that
That's
that's
where we
where
should start.
that's where we
I gave
start.
it to all three of them, the people that you mentioned, honestly.
Okay. I was like, yeah. So I have, well, actually, one, two, three. I have four actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you my three. We'll
Okay.
see. Did you write a Beast as one of the heroes?
Yes, I did.
I gave him just the number one supporting, but that's I'm okay.
He's in it way more, I feel like, in this movie than he was in the first one. In the
Well,
first one, he was more like, I'm in the background. I'm not, I'm hiding out kind of deal, picking
He's
my
stalking.
spots.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And this one, he's kind of more front and center for a lot of it.
Fair enough. So we have multiple heroes in this movie. I wrote
Hmm.
up, returning from the first movie, you have Janice Blythe, formerly known as Ruby, now going by Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah.
Tamara Stafford as blind girl Cass, and
Yeah.
Kevin Spirits as Roy.
Roy. Yeah.
So who would you
So,
like to
yeah.
start off with?
I have Rachel slash Ruby first.
Okay, I did too.
Um, it's the same actress, right?
32 years old now. It's 7 years later. She looks like a middle-aged Courtney Cox with a bad haircut now.
Yeah, I mean, she's the one that like really noticeably ages. Like the
Yeah,
what's his name from the
Bobby looks
first
like
one?
Bobby.
Yeah, he looks like identical. You couldn't tell
I
like time
know.
passed. And this one, I'm like, how many years later is this? Like, I'm like, what is
The
this?
movie's just 8 years, but it's only been 7 years.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
man, she
Yeah,
looks very different.
she was like 25 in the first movie, I guess, or
Yeah,
thereabouts, and yeah, 32 now. I'm like, why
yeah,
does she look like a mom now? It's like they didn't, they had her like looking older than everyone else too, with the hair looks like a mom cut.
right.
She's wearing those high waisted jeans and everything like that, looking mommy compared to everyone else. I'm
Well,
like,
they keep calling the rest of them kids, right? Too like,
right, but it's like this is doing her no favors. This is unnecessary.
yeah, but she really looked crazy young in the first
Yeah,
movie.
I know. She looked like 19, like
Yeah,
20 or whatever, like barely 20. And like, what? Why are we doing this to her? Like, she's not that
it's
old.
crazy to me. Like I was like, wait a minute, is this it? And I like had IMDb and I was like, oh my God, it's the same
Yeah.
person. I couldn't shocked. But so anyway, so after I got over that, like, oh my God, it is the same person, right? And like she's gonna go do it for Bobby, right? Because Bobby's too traumatized or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And
Apparently, Rachel slash Ruby, who grew up in a cave with cannibals, and we were told wouldn't be able to figure out how silverware works if she went into the
right.
real world, ended up helping Bobby create a new super gas formula.
Yeah, she knows the business well. She doesn't need him. She can go handle it on her own.
I
She's done
can't.
a lot in 7 years.
Did you get? Were they in a relationship?
They
Her and
kissed at
Bobby?
one point.
Right. So I'm like, is that like a friendly kiss or
Who
what? I don't.
knows? That's a good point. I
Did
assume it
not
was
pick up on
romantic,
that.
but time has passed. I don't know. It was weird.
Sure, it's weird that they're even hanging out together. Like, who
Yeah,
would
your
not want?
family killed my family, but you're pretty. I don't know. Now that we got your teeth fixed, it's like so weird. I don't know.
It's like well, also like Bobby, you were from Cleveland. Are you living in Nevada now? Like, where are we at the
I
start of this
assume
movie?
California, right? Because that's where they were going in the first movie. They were going to California.
You think that's okay? Still, it's like, why
Yeah,
didn't you go back to Ohio?
and
It's
if I remember correctly, one of them there might have been a line in this movie that I thought was strange because I think they were saying that this I don't know which sister that the sister I could have sworn it's the sister that dies.
no, the sister one lived.
No. It's two sisters.
Yes, I know, but the
Right.
one who's
I'm saying the sister. I thought they said the sister who died is the one they thought wanted to be an actress.
yes, they did say that. Yeah,
Yeah, fresh off young pregnancy and all that kind of stuff. So, okay. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. So anyway, so I'm assuming they're in California, going back in the desert. I don't know
sure.
for some race event, right?
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, I don't know. Once you kind of like her first little like sequence when she's reunited with Pluto, I was kind of like, all right, I like this. Like
I
this
like,
is
yeah, she
cool.
like learned judo in her
Yeah,
time away.
she's like handedly beating up Pluto and then just jumps off the little pier, not pier, whatever, balcony,
Yeah,
just lands. It's like almost like a superhero pose. I'm like, all right,
she's
let's
been
go.
practicing. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's a the same ilk as these people, so let's go. Like it's gonna be her versus them. Like this is what I thought the movie was gonna go, but then the rest of the movie is mostly her wandering around after that, telling people to be shush, and then she'll have, I think, one more skirmish with Pluto that doesn't go as well. I
Um,
think
something
if
like that.
it's maybe one
Yeah.
more time after that. Otherwise, it's a big letdown after like a really cool moment there. That was like, I like where this is going. Doesn't end up going quite that way.
Yeah, maybe whatever like Pluto threw at her head and They got that
Well, it
lucky
threw
shot
I
in.
threw like a tire iron at her head,
Something like that. Knocked her out. It's
right?
never quite as effective for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's concussion number one.
She reluctantly tells everyone, like, "Oh, by the way, you know that story we're all just laughing about on the bus? Yeah, that
Yeah.
was about my family. I was part of these people." Everyone just kind of like takes it surprisingly well. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, it's just like it's like a okay, this is a kind of a cool idea, but they don't really play into it other than like she knew it was a raccoon, right? And she knew to tell people to shush a couple times, but otherwise, like it's not like a weird, more advantage than it should have been, I feel.
right. Like she know this area really well, and she know like where all the good hideout spots. None of that stuff's covered. But like
Yeah,
I said, Wes didn't get to finish filming the movie, so who
true.
knows what else? Like Bobby is in the beginning of this movie and then never seen again. Like you just
Yeah,
had a feeling that like, oh well, he's gonna come back at some point, right? Because like,
that's
why
what I
even have him
thought.
here?
He'd be like
Like
second, he's
why?
like, oh, never mind, I'll go out or something, and he shows up later or something, but nope.
No,
But the
no.
way she goes out was,
I wasn't even sure she was dead until like the movie ended. I'm like, oh, did she die?
I guess, yeah, I did the same. I was like, I
Yeah.
guess
I
she's
had
dead.
rewound and I'm like, okay, I guess that is a lot of blood coming out of her head. All
It
right. I didn't
yeah, a
notice it
good
first.
decent amount came from the rock. Two blows in the head in a shorter period of time. She
Right.
already got the tire iron earlier, so I'm like, okay, two big massive hits to the head and she's done. But it was kind of a bummer because I liked the idea of
Mm-hmm.
what they were doing there, and I thought she was way more interesting than it's like, and then all of a sudden B shows up. It's like, we're bringing Roy back. Okay, like I was just kind of like, oh, all right, sure.
Um, you want to get into Roy real quick? Because I don't think it'll take long to talk about.
Yeah, let's do Roy because
Because I
that's a
think the,
quick
ne
one.
the cast is going to take a little longer to talk about.
Yeah,
So Tim and I know Kevin Spiritus, who plays Roy, as the drip leading hunk Nick Rogers in Friday the 13th, Part 8, The New Blood.
right.
Oh, you already knew that?
Yeah, I looked into it. Yeah,
Okay. Were you just like, I know this guy. I
because
know I don't like him for a reason. I don't know why it is. Like, oh, one of my least favorite Friday the 13th movies. That's where I know him from.
yeah, I'm trying to remember. Doesn't he dies, doesn't he?
No, he lives. He's the hunky guy from,
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, yeah. He's the one in the jean jacket.
Gotcha. Yep. Um, yeah, and I don't know. It's kind of hard to talk about him without talking about other characters too, I feel. But he just seems like, I guess, an okay, nice guy. There's
Yeah,
not
Roy
much.
is about as interesting as Nick Rogers is in that Friday the 13th movie.
Yeah,
He's fine. He's like
yeah,
a balance of responsible hero and hotshot dirt biker,
yeah.
but he's like
Seems
he's
to be a
white.
pretty good boyfriend, I guess.
Yeah, no, he's white bread. Like he doesn't stand out in any kind of way. Like, oh, this is serviceable, I guess.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
margarine.
I wanna put on a scary mask because I'm tired of my girlfriend touching my face. Seems to be the dickish thing he does.
I'll get into that one later because I wrote that up as the first like scare of the movie.
Right. Oh wow.
I was looking for stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's
He's
just
very devoted to his girlfriend Cass. He's
yes.
very attentive
Yes.
to her.
He has a ridiculous motocross type outfit on, but I guess that was kind of the thing, the look.
Yeah, like he was rocking the Superman colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, one of their Pluto steals one of their bikes, and he's like, "Okay, you mother, you just walked into our game." Like, okay,
Yeah. And then that I had to write that up in action sequence too. Um,
sure.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, and then he comes back and then yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's about all there is really to say about him.
There's not much of a character here, right? I mean,
No,
it's
I
just
can't tell you about any of his wants or likes other than he likes his girlfriend.
yeah, and he likes motocross,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Yeah, it's about it. I mean, I guess he comes up with the final plan
To
at the
defeat
end.
Reaper. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say.
Well, moving on to much more fun character. You have
Oh man.
Tamara Stafford as blind girl Cass is a hoot.
So, I gotta be a little embarrassed here, and why not? Come on. It took it. I did not queue up right away that she was blind.
When did it take you?
Embarrassingly long.
Wait,
I
so
don't. I don't want to say.
no, you're gonna have to now. Because I could be okay with it in the opening scene not picking up on it.
Well, yeah, because the face thing, I'm
I
like,
would,
is this like a weird face off thing where we just do the waterfall on the face thing that drives me nuts?
right,
I did.
I understand.
Okay.
That was all very reasonable.
And then the soda is like, how'd she know? I'm like, I don't understand.
Yep, that's where you
Nope. See, didn't pick up on it
that
there. Didn't pick up on there. I'm like, I don't understand why would you have to put your finger over it? Like what's I don't get it.
she heard
Like
the bubbles.
I know, but like none of that made sense to me. I didn't get any clear picture to me that she was blind and that's why that the soda thing it didn't make any sense to me. It wasn't until they were like already stranded that I'm like, wait a minute, is she blind?
Okay, yeah, that is an embarrassing long time. That's rough, buddy. Guess you were distracted by something.
I can't even give
Because
myself that.
honestly,
Yeah.
this is the most entertaining thing in the movie for me is like watching. Cass
It's
seems to have the powers of
fascinating.
Daredevil. She has
Yeah.
all his enhanced senses.
Yep.
She can hear people's heartbeat change or the carbonation pop in someone's drink. She smells gas when the bus springs a leak. She thinks she can hear Roy scream from miles away or at least sense
Sense it.
it. She can tell when someone is lying. She smells a draft and cleaning fluid. But, and this is my favorite part. She can never look in the direction of someone she's talking to and almost always has a giant Ray Charles smile on her face the whole time.
Yeah.
So, like,
She's
Tim
always
and I are
looking
having a
up.
conversation. I should be looking at him, but I'm like,
Yeah. She's always like looking upwards like this, basically. Yeah. It's
I can hear if you're lying to me, but I can't look you in your general direction when we're talking.
yeah. It's such a weird character. Like if they
It's like,
built it up that she's got superpowers, basically like later Friday movies and all these other franchises basically get a character that's somewhat superpowered, right, at some point
right.
to play these villain rivals. And so I was like, oh, this is where we're going in a second one. Dang, okay. And I thought this was gonna play into something. It does not.
Well,
It
I,
doesn't really lead to anything.
with her powers, she's able
Yeah.
to, that she's, the draft that she smelled, uh, excuse me, she's able to find the secret room in the cannibal cabin.
Right.
I I laughed really hard when she's going around the cabin
Yeah.
in the secret room and she's able to find the newspaper that tells the story from the first movie, but
Yeah.
misses the dog that's like hanging from the
Hanging
rafter or
from,
whatever.
yep.
It's like, man, these powers just go in and out when
She seems to conveniently miss the things that should be alarm bells.
right.
Yeah, and so yeah, so she uncovers the little hideout place, I guess. That's about it. Like it doesn't exactly come to
She
anything more than that.
she handles herself very well when she's being hunted. Uh,
I guess.
hey, that Reaper dude is no joke. He's 7'4". You gotta look out.
True. I did
And
enjoy
she
when Roy completely jumps out of the way and leaves her stranded to jump a little bit later to defeat the villain at the very end. I thought that was pretty funny.
oh right.
If Roy just immediately jumps, is just gone, and she's still standing there, blind, right? And she
Hmm.
waits that little bit longer. So maybe she sensed that. I don't know. That made him go into the
Hmm.
thing. So maybe if I want to be nice, there's that. But otherwise, I was like, this is pretty weak.
Yeah. But it's
They go back to it so much throughout this movie. Like every time she's on screen, they have to remind us that she's blind and that she's
and
got
she has
special,
powers.
yeah, that she has abilities
Yeah.
that don't again help.
No, it never.
Yeah,
Not really.
it's
But
never a thing.
it's just funny the amount of times that it.
It's such a central point. It's like they really want us to know this.
I love like when like someone points out that the lights are out and like she's able to later sense that the lights are back on because of the warmth of the light bulbs. Like,
Right.
oh, the
Yeah, the
lights.
lights are back on. Yeah. And then like yeah, there's always like another teen character that's like or whatever, young character that has to forget that she's blind again. Oops, sorry. It's
Right.
okay. You know, that they just gotta make some punny joke back about it or
She makes
something.
jokes about it too, which I
She
appreciate.
does.
She's not
Yeah.
uptight about it.
No, she's not.
Uh, so like when one character gets excited and signs a shower. She's like, I won't look. It's like,
Yeah.
that's good. Good blind joke.
Bum.
Yeah. So I gotta say, Rachel and Cass being the only ones to vote against the shortcut, and you think that this would give them both you get to live pass for the movie? No. Unfortunately, no. Sorry,
Yeah.
Rachel. Only
Yeah.
Roy, Cass, and Beast walk out of this desert, the only survivors.
Yeah. Thank
So,
goodness Beast does though. So
oh, I would have been really upset. I got
yeah.
nervous when I saw the dog was back. I'm like, yay, the dog's back. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, you better not.
Well, especially because it's like it's for a good chunk, Beast is chained up. He's not
Yeah.
able to be loose like he was in the first one. It's like, oh no, they're gonna end up being their own demise because they don't let Beast go.
So, like, I have Beast, like I said, written up in supporting characters. So I gave, surprisingly enough, not surprisingly enough, um, that category a higher grade than heroes.
See, and I
So
went
if I, so
high
because of Beast, yeah.
because
Now,
of Beast,
whichever category Beast is going to be in.
and I kind of like at least the idea of Ruby, slash Rachel. Like there's something there I like.
Hmm.
As much as it didn't quite follow through with it, I do love that first fight with Pluto. Like there's stuff
Yeah.
there I like, and of course Beast is great. I love Beast.
So you want to talk about Beast
Um,
now, or
I can go either way.
we can talk about Beast now? It's fine.
If I end up giving you this category a high score, you know why, right?
Right.
So
I understand. I'm just warning you. Like I
yeah,
have them in supporting characters. That's why that's going to be the higher scored category. So
okay,
the
fair enough.
but in supporting characters, the first line I write down: the real star of this movie is Beast.
That's why I put him in the hero category.
The hero of the first movie returns, and what a
Yeah.
fucking entrance from my dog Beast.
Yeah, you gotta love too, where like when this is another thing I kind of liked when Rachel has to remind her brother Pluto that you better not do that. You're gonna make Beast mad and upset. He like basically he likes me, so I don't know if you want. And he's like, "What? Who's Beast?" And he has to like the dog that basically left you for dead, right? And then you gotta love how freaked out Pluto was, and
Hmm.
that the dog still ends up getting him again, and it's just like, I love it. I just love it. It's
Well,
great.
how about this? The entrance for him in this movie to raise money for the
Yeah.
entrance fee to the bike race. Ruby, Rachel, and the bike team pick up Beast from a kennel where he had been put out to stud for $400. My guy was just getting it on for a weekend with the other German Shepherd pups. That's $1,200 in today's money, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked like she was not having a good time keeping him contained either. She's all like, "Oh no, please stop calling his name" and stuff like.
Right, right. Yeah. My
And
guy
here
had the
comes
ruled
Beast.
roost.
He lets himself out, hops onto the bus.
I don't think he was nailing all the pups they wanted him to nail. He was like, I'm going to spread this around a little bit more than you want me to. That's my guy, Beast.
Yeah.
Um, Tim, should I know my dog's bark when he finds a raccoon? Should I know when? Should I know that bark? It's a
I
special
don't.
bark.
They almost made a reference to this in the first one too, where they seem to know Beauty's bark and Beast's bark. Like they
I
just
can
know.
tell my dog's bark.
Yeah,
I only have the one. I'm sure you can tell the difference between
I
Gwen's
know
bark
Gwen's
and
bark. Yeah,
your other dog's bark, Shamrock's bark.
yeah.
But like, if Penny wants to bark, my dog Penny wants to bark at a raccoon, I'm not gonna notice that bark versus any other bark she has.
No, yeah.
So okay, so I'm not a bad dog owner for that.
No, yeah, yeah, no, no,
That's
no.
good to
A
know.
bark is a bark. I mean, there's her woo woos, there's her bark, and then there's her
Oh,
growl. So
you're
there's
sure?
there's those three different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not all barks.
No.
So
So
you'll
no,
know.
you don't have a special raccoon bark over your
No,
house.
there's not a raccoon bark. No, for sure.
Okay. Um, and by the way, this movie is how I learned that raccoons are in the desert. Didn't know that.
Yeah, news to me.
Which is a true thing. I looked it up. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a thing. I did not know that.
They are in the desert.
They are in
I
the desert.
I mean, I didn't think there'd be enough for them in the desert. Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
I
Uh,
learned something today.
I did as well. Uh, my guy Beast is such an equal character to everyone else. He has his own flashback, which
Yeah.
made me laugh very hard.
Same. I mean, because they've done this. I think he was like the last one to get one, right?
Yeah.
And each time they do kind of like almost. It made me think of Wayne's World, right? Where they're "Diddle-doo, diddle-doo," you know what I mean? And so they look at a character's face, that kind of waviness happens, then we'd get a flashback. And then you start to see it happening to as they zoom in on Beast Face, like, no, no. And then they do it. I'm like, oh my God, they did it.
The
Beast is
dog
having
had
a
a flashback to
flashback.
the first time he fucked up Pluto in the first movie. Just tremendous stuff.
It's funny. That's pretty funny.
I gotta tell you though, it was fucking rude as hell to lock Beast in the bus in the desert.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Hot
didn't
bus.
double check. Like, did they crack all those windows? They better have, or I'm gonna be furious.
I didn't look.
Now they're
I
all
don't
dead
want I don't
anyway.
want to know. Yeah, it's true. They all died. How dare
Assholes.
you tie up that dog?
For real.
Yeah, like
Like
he's gonna
if
run
I'm
off and never
Rachel,
come
I'm
back.
like, no, no, no. This is our number one. We gotta
Yeah,
let him loose as much as
exactly.
possible.
Keep this dog doing his own thing.
Yeah. So since I didn't write up Beast in my hero category, I only gave this a two. Uh, what did you give hero?
Way too
Since you
high.
included.
I went four. I
Whoa!
love Beast. I love Beast. I love the idea of Rachel slash Ruby, even though it didn't quite hit. Um,
You love Daredevil Cass.
no, that
Oh, I did.
I I think the I don't love it, but I was so amused by it.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's exactly the same thing. You know what I mean? Like it's
it
like
is to me.
this is stupid, but it's funny how stupid it is and how
Mm,
useless this is.
mm.
And then yeah, and then you got Roy who's a brown paper bag. But there's enough here that I was like, I kind of enjoy uh, a lot of this. Although this again, at the same time, I was like super still bummed out that like this is the way Rachel goes. Are you freaking kidding me?
Well, let's move on then to the
Yeah,
villains. We have one returning villain, Pluto,
Pluto
played by Michael Berryman. Uh,
just
I
has that
just
distinct look, man. It's
he
just
looked well. Yeah, Michael Berryman is very distinct looking.
yeah,
See him in a billion things,
more
and
clothes this time.
yeah, it's it's just weird that that's the one they picked to be alive. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like
he looks like pretty conclusively dead.
I mean, yeah, like Beast pretty much ripped open his throat. Like that
Yeah,
was the end of him.
yeah. And they
Uh,
pretty much show the shot of his neck getting ripped open. So it's like, well, okay then.
right, but we find out later after a chase scene, and we'll get into that one later. Uh, Roy puts a very short rope to Pluto's neck and marches him back to camp after Pluto had stolen a dirt bike.
Yeah.
And Pluto says he's not the one to look out for. He needs to worry about the Reaper.
The Reaper.
And
Oh boy, the Reaper.
and then later on, Pluto jumps out and attacks Ruby and gets the best of her and explains that he has to kill her to get good with the Reaper. And he says the Reaper is Papa Jupiter's older brother, and that Papa Jupiter was the one who ruled the roost in the first movie.
But none of
Uh,
that made sense.
no, not from the explanation from the old man who ran the gas station in the first
Yep.
movie. It makes no sense
Exactly. It's like
whatsoever.
makes none. Like that's why I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't have saw the first movie, or maybe you're right, right? Like it would have it made me so upset in the moment. I'm like, no, 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 no. It's clearly he only had a daughter and Papa Jew whatever took the daughter out. That's what made this him get disowned and hit and have that scar, and that's why he got out in the wilderness by himself. So older brother, what now? Like I that seems to have his own issues as well. So it didn't track. Just
Hmm.
didn't track. Didn't make any sense.
Well, according to Pluto, Reaper found Pluto and patched him up and took over the area after Papa Jupe died. And yeah, that's when Ruby warns him that if he kills her, he'll make Beast real mad. And I love Pluto's like swears no dog can sneak up on him no more. And that's when Beast appears and like tackles Pluto.
Oh, you gotta love too when he jumps over the little ravine and he starts yelling back
Yeah,
insults at the
yeah,
dog, and
yeah.
he's so childlike.
It's
He's
like
like,
feces eater and stuff like that.
yeah,
And you know,
like
yeah.
making faces and stuff like
I thought
that. Like,
he did a little bit of that in the first movie too, which is really good stuff. I really always
yeah.
enjoyed it.
I thought he took it to another level in this movie with
Yeah.
especially even with some of the like you're all sitting ducks, and he's had a lot. I think he had a lot more dialogue in this one, like a lot less like dopiness. That I think he seemed very more subordinate in the
He's,
first one.
he seems smarter now too. Like he's
Yeah,
speaking more clearly and everything too.
yeah,
By the way, did you notice that I forgot to write this up before that Beast is rocking a Cub Scout bandana in this movie?
I
I was like,
did, yeah.
oh,
I
that's
dug
fun.
that too. Yeah, I noticed
Yeah.
that almost towards the end.
But the main villain of this movie is Reaper, played by a 7'4" John Bloom. That is John Bloom's a big man. Uh,
Somehow hiding in all this desert brush, undetected.
hey, Tim and I know him best as the steak chef, insisting that John Candy eat the gristle and fat to win the free meal in the great outdoors. That was him.
That's so funny. Yeah, I feel like this is like the second time we've
It
now
is the second time
referenced
we
the
brought up the
great
great
outdoors.
outdoors.
It's good stuff.
He's basically playing a slightly more talkative Jason Voorhees in this movie.
Yeah, but like, it's a really. I really dug the whisper stuff in the
Yeah,
dark and the brush and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
it's really weird. That's like the only time he's like that. Otherwise, when you see him face to face or whatever, it's more like, "Rah."
Well, Wes Craven had him dubbed with Nicholas Worth's voice because he felt that Bloom's voice wasn't deep enough. So that's
Hmm,
why most of the talking happens off screen.
gotcha.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
he's definitely a large human being and imposing looking. And
sure.
yeah, there's not like no nothing else to him.
Yeah, again, I mean, his backstory makes no sense.
Not for the first movie,
I mean, also curious, like, where the heck was he? Because apparently he's very close to his brother because he's pretty mad at Ruby.
Yeah.
Uh, but like, where were you the whole time? I don't know. It's weird. Um,
Mm.
he was out for a hunt and he came back and his family was dead. I don't know, but no, because they made it sound like Papa Jew was the one that was really running things. So I don't
Papa
know.
Jupe.
Jupe, sorry.
Jupiter.
Uh,
It's not a
right.
Jew.
Didn't make any sense. And but yeah, he was definitely opposing. So you definitely got to give him that.
Yeah, yeah, big dude. I have nothing else to say though.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I think Pluto though is he's fun and he's so
Yeah,
interesting looking. So I went 2.5 for that.
I gave it just two again.
Okay, man, I'm gonna be too high.
Hey, do you love Wes Craven? That's fine, man. That's you should love Wes Craven.
Fair enough.
Um, so the horror, the action of this movie.
Hmm.
The first real bit of horror, I guess, is the flashback of Papa Jupiter getting killed like three times in the first movie,
Yeah,
dragged by the noose, blown up, and then stabbed and shot a bunch of times to death.
yeah,
Guess they had to give him like a, I don't know. They had to make sure he's dead. I don't know. This is weird.
yeah,
It was a Rasputin death. That's what I was thinking of.
yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, then after that, we get the guy in a motorcycle sneaks into Cass's bedroom, and he's got a mask that looks like something out of the Masks episode of the Twilight Zone. Remember that? Remember that episode?
no,
It's where the family is terrible, and if they want to inherit the money, they all have to wear these terrible masks up until midnight, and then they can take the masks off at midnight. But it turns out that they've actually transformed their faces to being these ugly, horrifying figures. You never saw that episode?
no, missed this one.
Oh.
But you've seen so much more than I have, Twilight Zone, that's for
Well, it's
sure.
because I am a cultured, good person. You should check it out,
Oh, well,
man.
that's fair. Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, it's also like uh, every New Year's or whatever, right? You end up marathoning it. Or at least you did for a long stretch.
I did for a long stretch. I would love to have, I'd love to keep doing it, but people have better ideas for me. I can't get the damn thing. All right. So yeah, he's about to touch her face to wake, but then decides to fetch a glass of water. But when he comes back, she's not in the bed, and she sneaks up behind him, the guy, and scares him. And it's Roy, her boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but my girlfriend would not be so kind to me if I tried any of that bullshit
Oh, for sure.
to wake her up. She would probably beat my ass, and I would deserve it. Mm.
Fair.
Everyone's trying to There. Try that way. I'm trying to show you this thing from the mask thing. Sorry.
You
There
just
we
have to
go.
show it to me.
I do because it's such a like crazy great thing. All right. Um,
It's coming up now. Oh.
yeah, I don't know why I came out that way. So you'll have to click on it. Sorry.
Okay.
Now you remember it?
No,
Oh, god damn it.
but yeah, I get
It's a
what you're
great
saying
episode.
now.
You should watch it. Anyway, they're driving through the desert and they come upon a sign that says welcome. Everyone is bothered by the existence of the sign and not the spelling.
Yeah.
'Cause it's spelled Welcume.
Yeah.
I had Leslie Mann and Knocked Up in my head when I saw like, oh, that's gross.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, there was why is there a sign here or whatever, right? That's kind of what they definitely focused on.
Yeah. I'm like, why is it spelled that way? Well, I want to know. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I already talked about that, so I'm going to go to that again. Yeah, with the slowest dirt bike chase in film history.
Yeah.
Uh, Harry eats it on a tripwire. Got him in the face. He's fine though.
In the face. Yeah, that's not the thing that's gonna take him out.
No, no. Roy knocks Pluto off his bike by using the super fuel and then gives chase to Pluto on foot.
Yeah.
Eventually, Roy catches Pluto and takes Pluto and steals his very sharp, clean knife. It was a very like big, sharp, clean knife.
It's a very big knife.
I don't know why
It's
it was so
pretty
clean.
comically big.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like the one pride thing he has, right?
looks like he just bought it at the store.
I know. Since
Uh,
everything else looks so beat up.
exactly. It's like, this is weird. Harry tries catching up on foot and hears voices that he thinks is Roy. He's like, "You don't fool old Harry twice like that." And boy, Harry loves talking to himself about himself in the third person in this
Sure.
movie. Uh, he finds a tripwire and purposely hits it, but hides. And a spike ball like comes at him, but he easily ducks it and catches it on the second swing. And then he yells, mocking the cannibals, "You miss me, no, 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 no," and all that stuff. And then they drop a boulder on his head and crush him. And
Yeah.
I'm glad he's dead because he was annoying.
He was annoying. It was pretty weak though. Like it was like and it didn't look great. Like it looked like a paper mache thing fell on him or something, and then they have this shot of
Oh,
his
even
arm kind of
the
deal.
swinging thing looked terrible.
Yeah, it
I was like,
did. I
ah,
mean I did like later there's a I think Rachel sees it. There's a random shot of the arm that I guess got severed from the boulder dropping on him.
Roy
I
finds
was
that immediately afterwards when he's
okay,
like,
yeah.
when he's marching Pluto back, and it's funny because like
Yeah.
Roy is like upset by seeing like the severed arm, and Pluto's like,
Yeah, nice.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I definitely like the look of the arm there, but otherwise it's kind of like, ugh, it's not great.
And that's when Reaper comes flying by on a bike and tells Pluto to grab his rope to escape. And Roy chases and trips under another trap, which is like Return of the Jedi meat trap.
Yeah,
And he gets pulled up by
sprung
like
up
this
and back
giant
down.
net. Like, yeah, grabs him and his bike, brings him up, and just falls down. And Reaper comes, just knocks him on the back of the head for reasons that don't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't understand how thick a helmet is. I guess he thought it was a killing blow or not, or will come back to eat you later.
I don't think they even tie him up, do they? Because
I
like
don't
he
think
just
so.
finds him and wakes him up.
Yeah, he looked like he was sitting up against some rocks,
Yeah,
which is like, what? And
yeah,
his helmet was off.
yeah, yeah.
So
Because
they
they took
took
the
the
helmet
helmet off.
because that plays a part later on in during Cass's final confrontation with the Reaper.
Right. Yeah. I'm not going to score this category very well, just so you know.
Oh, nor am I.
Okay.
Then you have when Ruby and Hulk go looking for Roy and Harry, and
I got disappointed. I thought his name was Hunk at first.
Hulk.
I know, but I wanted it to be Hunk.
One of the cannibals decides to toss or roll Roy's bike at them.
Yeah.
And Ruby's like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." And she and Roy jump on the back and get moving, but Ruby quickly falls off because like they hit a little bump. It's like, "Oh,
Yeah. I
Hulk,
fell.
don't leave me."
He's like, I'm not going to leave you. Right. He's all
Yeah, he
excited to
turns
come
around,
back.
comes back, and they have like this giant like steel arrow for
But it
this
looked
like
like another
crossbow type thing.
tripwire, and it's like I don't understand how we didn't hit it the first time.
It
Because
was a trip. I didn't get
it
it as
looked
this was a
like it.
tripwire.
Maybe it wasn't was because they didn't show someone was there to shoot this freaking harpoon thing at
It
him.
is. It looks like something to be shot into the side of like an old wooden ship to take it
Yeah,
down. Like it's crazy, huge.
it's huge.
Yeah, he gets impaled like right through the chest. It's
Yeah,
cool because he gets like knocked off the bike and
he
everything.
does. Yeah, it's all right.
I thought it was interesting with his dying breath. Who had been calling her Ruby since he had found out that she was Ruby, decided to go back to calling her Rachel.
Yeah.
And then Reaper from the bushes says, "Ruby, gonna get rip you up, girl."
Yeah, I think the only thing I dug in this category from this movie is the whisper stuff.
Yeah,
It's like
whisper scope.
the whisper stuff was it all worked. All that worked.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the rest of this did not.
So you didn't enjoy like Foster chasing after Sue in the bus?
Well, as soon as that's happening, like this is so dumb. Like it's like one of the things where you just like you want to start yelling at the theater. No, what are you doing? That's stupid. Why are you doing this? Like, it's that kind of a thing, you know?
Um,
You have no gas. Oh, I hope there's some gas so you can chase this girl on the bus and screw everybody over. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know, but he quickly dies afterwards for his infraction there. And
Yeah,
like it's a really weak death too. Like
it is. You don't see
I,
anything.
I don't know who was under that bus.
Yeah, they don't tell you if it's
I'm
Pluto
assuming it would
or
have to be Pluto considering the size. I can't imagine the size of Reaper getting underneath that bus. But like all of a sudden, like there's like a hatchet at Foster's feet.
yeah.
He's like,
It seemed
huh,
like it just dropped
that's
there.
weird.
Why is that there? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just grabs Foster's feet and drags him in underneath the bus. And next time we
I
see him,
mean,
he's got a hatchet in his head.
hatch in his head, right? We see it afterwards. But I mean, I guess it's kind of like, all right, cool. Like he's definitely clearly being freaked out, being dragged, but there's like no payoff or anything of it. And it's kind of like, eh,
Yeah. And then you
not
have
great.
Reaper killing Jane, where you do with the bear hug. We just
Yeah, just well, you just hear some
crushes her
bones
spine.
cracking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, I think what she opens the closet door
Sees
and
Foster's dead body, comes
Foster's
at
comes
her.
out. That's
Yeah.
right. And then he just grabs, done.
I much preferred Reaper's attack on Sue. Like he just
Yeah.
like comes up on her like a linebacker,
Yeah.
it's tracking the quarterback, tosses her through a window, and then follows with a machete and cuts her throat. That's a nice effect. I thought
And
that
they
was really
actually
good.
show it. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, nice. Okay, this is a nice change because the last few things we saw were terribly weak. So I felt like the harpoon and then her death are the only things that come anywhere close to anything.
yeah, because right after that we get the Rachel kill, which is Uncle Reaper starts whispering to Ruby that he wants her, and that's just not something an uncle should say if
Yeah,
he's
that's
even if he's a murderous cannibal.
yeah. Yep.
But I guess he meant in a murderous way. But still,
Sure. We'll go with
uh,
that.
yeah. So Rachel
Yeah.
sets off the
Surprise
trap in
dead
which,
body.
yeah, Hulk's dead body flies out of her out of nowhere, smacks her to the ground, causing her to hit her head against a rock and die. It's like, ah,
Yeah. And Reaper's like, just as I planned it. Right? Like it's so stupid. Like it's just like,
I guess.
really?
Maybe it would have been great if there was a shot of him like, huh, didn't think anyone would die from that.
See, I thought
That would have been really funny.
she would come back, right, as
Yeah,
Roy did or something. And
right.
then it's like, nope, we're done. We're good. She did. Too
Yeah,
many
that's
hits to
where
the
like
head.
Beast finds Roy just passed out and wakes him up.
Yep.
Then Beast hides as Pluto comes up on Roy, and as Pluto is threatening Roy, Beast sneaks up on Pluto and pushes him up over the cliff to his death again.
Again, yeah. Although
Kills him
this,
twice.
yeah, this time we don't. Like, you do see someone falling a long ways, but then they fall like behind some rocks. So it's like, oh, okay. See
Um,
that this time would be more plausible that he's still alive. You know what I mean?
right, and then we get the big finale with Cass with Reaper. That's where
Yeah.
like she's looking around the cabin, and all of a sudden she
Hits him over the head with some embalming fluid
no.
bottle.
Before that, you have like the helmet drops down from the balcony,
Oh
and she
yeah.
knows it's his because she had some fun with a
The little what do you call that? The little uh label maker.
yeah, she had some fun like I love Roy or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Put it on the back of his helmet, and then she goes up to the balcony to go investigate, and then Reaper just like belly flops through the
Through
window.
window.
Like, where's he coming from?
You know what's crazy though? He it does look like he belly flops through the window,
Yeah.
but then he still manages to fall on his feet because his leg
And
then gets
one of
stuck.
his feet gets like, yeah,
So he
pushes through the
miraculously belly
floor.
flops through, but
Yeah.
somehow still turns enough to then get his
Oh,
leg stuck.
Batman couldn't have done a 180 like that with the cape.
It's
Just like,
quick, quick turn. Like,
yeah,
dang,
no, but he's like coming out like, "Rah!"
body control for a 7'4" man.
Incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible. But this gives Cass the ability to run away, to find more dead bodies all along the place. This movie, not only having the Friday the 13th uh, score during it, it
Yeah,
feels like a Friday the 13th movie.
yeah,
Like right down to like the final heroine finding all the bunch of bodies of her friends all over the place.
yeah.
Like she finds Jane's body in the fridge and finds some more bodies downstairs, like Hulk's hanging dead body, Sue's dead body, all caught up.
Yep.
I don't know who that was like half ripped apart. I guess it was Harry. I don't know. Couldn't really tell.
You don't really get a, yeah, you don't really get told on that one.
Could have even been Ruby. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
That's where, like you said, she finds the bottles of embalming
Yep.
fluid and
Yep.
hides. She sprinkles some on herself.
I noticed that too, and I was like, is it a scent thing? Is somehow she
I
knows?
guess so. She thinks everyone has like scent
But then she
ability
starts sprinkling it around the floor too.
to hide her.
I guess they think that she knows that they can smell her.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. Well,
I don't
if
know.
everything smells like embalming fluid, then you won't smell her. I guess.
I
I don't
guess
know.
I don't know. That's what I was like. Oh, she's gonna burn the whole place. And like,
That's
oh,
what I thought she was doing at
nope, she's
first.
not
Yeah.
doing that. And then
No.
I thought maybe to hide her scent, like, maybe not. I don't. I don't know. This is kind of weird. I'm just kind of freaking out, only to hit him over the head with it.
Right. I was like,
It's like,
okay.
what? Okay, sure.
Uh, Reaper is like temporarily blinded from this. She starts screaming for Roy, and somehow
Yeah, I can't imagine
Cass
embalming
finds
fluid in the eyes would be a good time. You know?
no, I don't
Yeah.
think so. She finds a mine shaft with a rope and starts climbing, but Reaper runs at her and starts pulling on the rope. Roy hears her and comes up and pulls Cass up all the way. And that's where we get the final confrontation with Roy, who home alone's his way into defeating Reaper.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so like, and again, it's very similar to
I'll,
the
I'll be
first one, right?
I'll be
It's
curious.
an explosion trap, just like the
Yeah,
first one. That he still survives, just like the first one. Like,
I gotta give him credit. I didn't expect like what he's doing with the minecart with the string. I'm like, I don't get it. What's he doing here? And then
oh
to have it
yeah,
to like get him to
pull him
for
through the
him
fire
pull him through
quick.
the way real fast. Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I did appreciate that a little bit. Sure, yeah.
But yeah, they
The
use the super.
explosion was pretty nice.
They surround the bus with fire, and when Papa Jupe goes, I'm sorry, when when Reaper goes onto the bus for safety, he finds that there is more super fuel there, and that's where it's all leading towards, and he blows up. But one last scare.
Of
Roy and
course.
Cass embrace in front of the mine shaft, and the flaming body of the Reaper attacks them, but they get out of the way, and he falls through the shaft.
Well, again, I love how Roy's immediately jumps and then leaves her stranded there, who stays there a second longer to jump, and then he, yeah, falls in the shaft.
Yeah,
Game over, man.
game over. I gave it a two.
I gave it a one.
I liked the harpoon and the one the Sioux kill.
Yeah, that's the two. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's fair. I don't know.
yeah okay. Well, moving on to supporting characters.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
where
this
ours
this
is
is
gonna
where I
be a
wrote
little
up
weird.
Beast, so we'll move
Okay.
on. Robert Houston returns from the first movie as Bobby.
Yeah, I haven't met at the very end on that one, but there's not much to say here.
Kind of decided to like write him up as like he got introduced into the
I
movie.
love the therapy session. It was shot incredibly well.
It's really pretty looking.
It's awesome the way he shot it.
Yeah, a lot of shadows and interesting
Yeah.
lighting going on there with that, and I was like, oh, and but the therapist is insane.
Yeah, it was
It's
a
like, come
little
on, it wasn't so bad. They were stupid. You were smart. You killed them. Nothing to be afraid of. Attaboy.
get back in that desert.
Yeah, it's like this is a
Eh,
terrible
I
therapist.
don't know about this one. Yeah.
Bobby, you need to find a new one. This is not gonna work. It's a bad relation. Yeah. Um, more flashbacks. We get two Bobby flashbacks. Didn't need either of them.
Nope.
Oh, Bobby, excuse me, has invented a new special gas formula, which he hopes to show off at a bike race. But bad news, the race is in the same general area as the events of the first movie. Like if Bobby had just moved back to Ohio, he could have done a race closer to there. It's
Yeah, I'm sure they do motocross there, sure.
yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of it's. I'm glad you picked up that they were in California now because I'm like, did they go from Ohio to like Nevada in that bus? That's a long trip.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was in the first movie. They were moving to California.
Right. Okay. I don't know if they were moving or just going on vacation, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I really don't have anything else to say about Bobby because he's out of the movie after that.
Yeah, gone.
He's like, yeah, I just can't do it, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Ruby takes over as the lead. Um, you got Peter Frechette as Harry, the loudmouth drunk jock goofball of the bike racers. He's introduced in the movie by popping a wheelie and driving, crashing slowly into stacks of cardboard boxes against a wall.
Yeah, and it's weird because Pluto like takes the exact same like bike outfit with the football helmet and everything when he drives
Yeah,
off with it. So it's
right.
like, that's interesting. That's the first one you take. Okay. You
Yeah,
gotta appreciate Pluto knows enough to put a helmet on, huh?
I do. Tom Cruise, you could learn a thing or two. He does a joke retelling of the first movie on the bus, and in his defense, he doesn't know that Rachel was Ruby, but it's awkward because we
A little
know.
bit. Yeah.
Uh, Someone points out that the shortcut the team takes will take them through an old bomb range, and Harry freaks out that they're out of beer.
Mm.
I was like, all right. Felt a little Animal Housey, but all right, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Probably my favorite is Willard E. Pugh playing Foster.
Yeah, he's actually pretty amusing until he ends up being not a good guy.
Yeah, he's a mechanic on the bike team. He would later go on to play Harpo in Spielberg's The Color Purple, but Tim and I know
Yeah.
him best as the mayor in RoboCop 2.
Ah, man, I tell you, I was like looking around for RoboCop 2 and I didn't have access to the service that had it, and I was like bummed out.
Oh,
Movie
what's
freaked me out when I was younger too.
it was freaky. What service is it on? What's it on?
Um, it's one I don't have. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I
Foster's a,
rewatched the first one and then I was like, I not because I got the game. So I was like, now I need to rewatch. So I rewatched the first one. I was like, now I need to rewatch the second one. And then
oh, it's on the
couldn't.
Roku channel.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's free.
Man, I gotta do commercials. But yeah, sure I could.
Yeah, the other one's MGM Plus. So yeah, that's how I explain why you didn't have it.
That would be
Uh,
it. Yep.
yeah. Foster's the one who reads the newspaper on the bus and finds out the entire bike team forgot about daylight savings time.
Yeah, what a
And they're
weird
actually
one
running an
that
hour
one
behind.
is.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? When you didn't have cell phones back then to let you know that it's there, it's like, oh, right. Daylight savings.
Whoops.
That's how I find out about it every year. I wake up and the time is different than what's on my fridge. Not my fridge, my oven
Yeah.
or my microwave.
I feel like it's always like a conversation at work for like a week.
Oh, no, not for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more prominent with students and such, like it's just like a teacher thing, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, so since they're running an hour behind, that means that they'll be late for the race, and that means that they
That
can't
means
enter
they
the
have to take
race.
the shortcut.
Right. Uh, which will take them right through the area of the first movie. See, when but he's got some funny stuff he's got going on, especially in the beginning. It's like when they come to the cannibal cabin, Foster's girlfriend Sue is worried about snakes and starts talking sweetly to any possible snakes in the building. He's like, "Hey, snakes." And Foster comes, "Can you believe that shit? She don't talk that nice to me." Uh, but then he also has some weird shit. Like that dog is weird. All he does is growl at rocks. His mama must have been attacked by a cement mixer or something. That was a terrible line.
Yeah.
Um, Sue, it ain't natural being a place without a disco.
Yeah.
Foster's a city boy. And actually, my favorite was probably, "You sure you're not suffering from a sudden onset of one of those weird mental diseases that white folk get from time to time?"
Yeah, he was an enjoyable person. Like he had some good lines, and then yeah, then all of a sudden, uh-oh, you know.
Well, let's get into Sue, and we'll get into that part after.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sue, played by Penny Johnson Gerald. Tim, due to his own failures, doesn't know her as Cassidy Yates on Deep Space Nine and evil First Lady Sherry Palmer on 24.
Nope.
Yeah, she's good. She's a very good actress.
Okay.
I'm not sure if she has any role in the bike race team other than being Foster's girlfriend.
Well, I was wondering all the females basically, I don't understand their role at
Well,
all.
Rachel, I get her, but yeah, the like
No,
Jane, don't know what she
they
does.
just seem to be the girlfriends showing up
And
in
Cass
support.
is obviously just the boy, girlfriend of. Yeah,
I
but I
think
don't
that
think Jane is anyone's.
it's a great point. Actually, that was bothering
Maybe
me.
Harry's.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
It seemed like she was single.
Yeah. All right. Um. So anyway, Sue makes Foster kick out Beast out of the bus, but she still ties him up to the bus so they can fuck.
Yeah.
Doesn't
They don't
want
want to run
him.
away.
She doesn't want him looking while they're having sex. And I promise you, every dog owner can tell you this that they're not interested in watching either. It's fine. The dog would have gone somewhere else.
Yeah.
Um. Also, thank you for your nudity, Bunny Johnson Gerald. That was lovely.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Uh. Then you have they have Jane played by Colleen Riley. Uh.
She's nice with Cass. Although a couple times she'll say a jerk comment here or there, forgetting she's blind, but then it's a quick apology type thing. But otherwise, I don't know what she's doing here.
I don't either. I found it funny when they find the shower and Jane is so excited she immediately strips down and Cass promises not to look. Uh,
But like, who's
and
gonna
then,
take a shower
well,
in
yeah,
an open air space in the desert at night?
they've only been gone for like a day too. That she needs this shower so desperately.
How cold do you think that shower was?
How well? This is a former like nuclear testing site too. Like how irradiated do you think that water is?
It's a great point. I didn't even think about that part.
um. So yeah, Foster surprises Jane in the outdoor shower, claiming he thought he saw a burglar, but now he can see that things are much in order. Uh,
Oh, Foster. That's where
Kylie and
you lose it,
Riley,
man. That's
thank
where
you
he
for your
loses it.
nudity.
Yep.
Jane asks how he would feel if Sue was looking at her like that, and he said he'd tell her that this thing is bigger than the both of us. And that's when Sue comes from behind, having heard everything, and promptly kicks Foster in the nuts,
Yeah,
which he deserved. He earned that.
totally.
Especially pulling that shit right after he got laid. It's like, come
Yeah,
on, man. That's
yeah.
fucked up.
And it was
Uh,
very like it's a weird scene because I just felt like everything we've seen beforehand, it didn't make sense to what we've seen before.
yeah.
So it was really like, whoa, never
That
mind, this
that that
character's a jerk.
yeah, and then that Jane scene just really felt like we need a little bit more nudity here from the producers. Can you figure something
Yeah.
out?
And Jane was, I don't know, maybe it was just like, yeah, I knew Foster's a jerk. I needed to out this guy or something. It was like a weird little moment because she seemed to enjoy it for sure.
Yeah, well, maybe they do this stuff all the time. Who knows?
Yeah.
But because I have Beast included in this category, and I liked Willard E. Pugh as Foster in this movie. He's majority of its time in this movie is funny and good.
Yeah.
Um, and I like Penny Johnson Gerald, even though she didn't have anything to do in this movie. I gave it a 3.
I went 2.5 actually, so not too bad.
Okay. So my final score is a 9. So you are a bit
I'm
higher
one
than me.
point ahead. I'm 1 point ahead.
Just
Wow.
one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 10. So, okay, yeah, so you have it here. Night of the Comet, 2, Silent Night, Deadly Night, still 1. For you and I have it at 10, so we both have it 3, actually,
Yeah, okay.
just slightly different.
Um,
And our Night of the Comet and Silent Night, Deadly Night are flopped.
hmm. Don't have a ton more to say, but I did laugh that they tried the tire burning trick in this movie, but
Mm.
we didn't talk about it. It was just there in the background. It's like, oh, the first movie said that was a stupid idea. And we're doing it here? All right.
Yeah, try
Um,
something new.
this movie had a budget of $700,000, which is a little over $2.1 million today. No idea what it ended up grossing because they took it out of theaters real fast.
Yeah,
Uh,
not that good.
no. Originally released in Italy and Spain in late 1984 and then released in the United States for a very brief theatrical run the following year before being redirected to home video. Wes was annoyed by it, disowns it, since he didn't get to finish it. Was busy making the classic Deadly Friend when it came out.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy
that's
that like we were like, oh, not so good, but it's like third on our list right now because we've seen that many bad ones.
yeah, yeah, been rough going.
Yeah, speaking of which, you got next pick.
Yeah, well, I can't remember exactly how I felt about this movie,
Okay. Interestingly promising, maybe. I don't know.
but I remember thinking it looked cool.
Okay. That could be something.
Like I've seen this movie once before. It was on Turner Classic Movies at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I recorded it. So we'll be watching the Australian horror movie Razorback.
Razorback.
Yeah, big pig.
And we gotta rent this one, right?
And no, you do not. I
You owned
own the
it.
movie.
You purchased it.
I purchased it for you.
What for me? Oh,
So you can watch this thing in high definition Blu-ray because it's
uh,
so pretty.
a big pretty pig taking people
Russell
out.
McKay.
Okay,
You love Russell McKay.
I do. I don't know who's that.
Highlander.
Oh, okay.
This is what got him the job Highlander.
Yeah,
And he went on to do Highlander 2.
but I mean, I understand the movie's not good. I just
Well,
there's
he did some of your other movies that you love.
yeah,
Yeah, you ready for this?
sure,
Okay.
okay.
Uh, uh, Dang it. IMDb is slowing down. I gotta make sure
Uh-uh.
that. So yeah, yep, that's what I thought it was. After the failure of Highlander 2, Russell McKay followed that up with Ricochet.
Love Ricochet.
Yeah, right?
Good movie, man. We
I
throw down
I
for that movie for
I
sure.
told you you love Russell McKay.
Okay, yeah.
Do you remember the movie The Real McCoy with Kim
Gosh,
Basinger and Val Kilmer?
sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
Might need to visually look at it. I don't know.
Well, I got another one that you will remember off the top of your head. The Shadow.
Oh, the Shadow Knows.
The Shadow knows.
Ooh. Visually an interesting, neat movie from what I remember,
Hmm.
but I don't remember it being very good even when I was young.
I've been dying to rewatch it.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. Ugh.
Let's see. Did he do anything? And now he's mostly just doing TV these days. He did one of the Resident Evil movies. I think the second one or the third one. The
I
third
didn't.
one.
I don't think I watched any of them after the first one.
You're better off. Yeah, I think he did the third Resident Evil movie. And yeah, it's just been TV ever since.
Okay, dude's got a visual eye for sure.
Yep.
And you know what? That don't be boring, right? It's always a rule. And just his visual capabilities, you got to give him that. So
Big Pig.
big pig, big pig. Oh man, what am I referencing? Oh my
We're
gosh.
doing the Great Outdoors.
I am Big Bear. We're doing Great Outdoors again. There, you're right.
We'll have to rewatch that movie soon.
I think so. It's got
Yeah.
to be up there.
Big Bear. Big
Big Bear,
Bear.
Big Bear, Big Bear.
What is he saying? He's saying Big Bear. You have anything else?
That's it, man. That's all I got.
All right, well, that is it for us. Please show your support for the podcast by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or wherever you happen to listen to the show. Also, sharing is caring. Be sure to follow us on social media to get the latest show updates. You can contact us by emailing at filmbrochamp@gmail.com or find us by searching for the hashtag FilmBroChamp. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Bros Championship Podcast. Peace out, everyone.
Reaper no dumb like Papa Jupe.